I'm going to need to close the window. No way I'm going to be able to record this effectively with the window open. Hello friends and neighbors, it's September 23rd, the first day of autumn, it's raining outside, and Google is reminding me very much of a totalitarian dictator. Give me this, I keep you interested. So what am I doing? Hey, come on! Really? Thanks for joining me!
What are you filming for?
So as I have been looking up various facts and so on for my brain crack idea that I shared with you a couple of days ago, I've been looking up information on a lot of totalitarian dictators. Because, let's be honest, they make for some very interesting what-if stories. Now to some of you, the idea of Google basically being a dictator might be kind of a no-brainer. And I'll admit, I've had those thoughts as well, but I didn't realize just how strong the similarities are until a couple of days ago. But more on that in a moment. How are the two similar? Well, I've found 5 commonalities. First, they both get their start by appealing to generally vulnerable people. Dictators typically rise from the ashes of impoverished or practically destroyed countries. Hitler came out of Germany getting completely screwed by the Treaty of Versailles, Russian dictators came out of the Russian Revolution, and so on. And Google got its start at a time when most people thought that the internet was just a fad that would die out in 10 years. And Google appealed to that fresh young internet audience because it was a search engine that actually worked. I mean, there were a lot of search engines back then that were popular, Dogpile, Ask Jeeves, and so on, but they weren't like Google. Like, I was never as happy with the results from those other search engines as I was with my search results with Google. So I kept using it, and so did a bunch of other people, and it developed a following. Leading it to develop commonality number 2, the emulation of other dictators. As the internet grew and other big-name sites came to light, Google decided that it needed to appeal to a broader audience and offer things that other sites were also offering, including but not limited to email, ways to make money, an internet browser of its own, and most recently, social networking. This then led to commonality number 3, world domination, or in this case, internet domination. Google has become pretty tightly tied into a lot of internet websites, including, of course, YouTube. And it keeps trying to acquire more websites. You can see the Google name on a lot of different things on the internet. All of this you already knew, and all of this leads to the perception that Google is much like a totalitarian dictator, but at this point we get into some of the negative aspects of the totalitarian dictator. Most notably, at least recently, commonality number 4, Rabid Paranoia. So a couple days ago I got a Google Plus account. Yeah, I know. And ever since I got my Google Plus account, I've had to revalidate a lot of my Google accounts, like my YouTube account and my Gmail. In addition, I've also had to validate devices that my email gets sent to, like my laptop and my BlackBerry. All of which is to make sure that I really am who I say I am, which, okay, fine, yeah, I understand that. It's a good idea, it's a good precaution to take. The first time. But when I'm having to revalidate my email address 5 or 6 times in 2 days, that starts to border on excessive. And you start to feel like Google is getting just a little too paranoid. And some of you might be asking at this point, okay, Matt, if it bothers you so much that Google is starting to resemble a totalitarian dictator, then why are you still with it? Well, because of commonality number 5. People are afraid to leave. Okay, maybe not afraid, but they really don't want to leave. You see, Google is so intricately tied into everything on the internet that if you cancel your Google account, then you cancel a lot of your other accounts too. Most notably, the YouTube account. If I cancel my Google account, I can't do YouTube anymore. So Google, listen, for the most part, I don't have a problem with any of this. You may be a dictator, but you're a benevolent dictator, and you're trying to create your own little internet empire, and that's fine, I'm cool with that. But you need to be careful with the paranoia because some of your subjects are starting to get a little irritated. And if you're not careful, you may have a revolution on your hands. I'll see you tomorrow. At any rate, those are just my thoughts on the subject, and I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say, so leave those answers in the comments, and, I don't know. What do you think, Jesse?
Was I supposed to be listening?